Hey guys, today we're going to talk to you about our EcoFlow Delta 1.
Now we've had this for about 5 years, so we want to talk to you about how it's fared over time and where we're going to go next with our portable power solutions.
So let's go. So welcome back, adventure seekers. Here we have the EcoFlow Delta 1 behind us. And I guess for us, we're at this point where we've realised that maybe we need a different power solution for camping, and it's made us really question what we want to use the power source for, like what is its purpose. So purpose. Portable power solutions have a limited lifespan of battery power without being charged. So you really need to understand how and where you're going to use it. And for us, it is pretty much exclusively camping purposes. Occasionally we use it to charge things around the house, but it's pretty rare. So we're really trying to focus in on how to maximize the camping potential of this unit.
Because what we want to do is we want the unit to stay charged for as long as possible so that we can stay off grid for as long as possible and really enjoy being in the great outdoors rather than having to return to civilization to charge it back up again. So for us, we are really not using it to full capacity when we go out off grid. So we are charging up a fridge, that's our main source of power, and we're also charging up, some phones and maybe some camera gear, but that's it. We want to charge as little as possible so we can have as long as possible with the charge capacity of the Delta 1.
Really, you kind of have to look at how well it does it without the input of new power from another source, right? So for us, roughly 1.5 days is what it's doing. If we have solar and we have beautiful sunlight like today, not a cloud in the sky, this thing will probably recharge up to like 80% with a full day of sun. Obviously we have a solar panel, just a fold out mat style one.
So this is where devil's advocate might come in and say, well, why not buy the Delta 2 or 3 and just get that charging pack and attach it in and make sure that you can expand the battery life of that device by having this extra charging pack attached. And our response to that would be, why would we want to carry around another pack on top of the Delta
Double
that we already have? So we're carrying around it's like 30 kilos worth of stuff, and also making space for that in the back of the car, which we want to maximize the space for taking our camping gear and things that we want to have fun with while we're in the outdoors. So that's not really our memo, but maybe that works for other people.
It really kind of introduces if you need a dual battery system in your car as well with an inverter so you can charge this thing, or at least having like a port. I know with the Delta 2 and 3 you can get charging units which increase the speed of charging in your car. I think from your cigarette lighter.
So now let's have a think about the pricing. We've got the Delta 1, the 2 and the 3, and we want to think about the different pricing and how you're going to get bang for your buck in terms of all of these battery power solutions. So what is the difference in pricing between these ones, Pete?
So the Delta 1, surprisingly, is still $2,000 Aussie, and I think it is about 1,400 US. And the Delta 2 comes in at 14.99 Aussie, and that is 9.99 US. This is full retail price in most places. And the 3 in Aussie is 1,800 Aussie, and I think it's 1,099 US dollars.
Yeah, so bearing in mind these these prices can change all the time depending on sales, and obviously you keep an eye out for those.
Regularly having sales.
Yeah, regularly.
Lots of discounts out there for these units.
Absolutely. But then why would the oldest model be the most expensive, Pete?
So the older Delta 1 is still more expensive than the others, basically because it has a bigger battery and bigger capacity. So albeit that it has only 800 cycles until it will come down to 80% of full battery capacity because of the old style of batteries that they are. It still will last longer out there in the field compared to the new Delta 2s and the Delta 3s. So the Delta 3s and 2s, they have a 3,000 cycle capacity until they draw back to 80% of full capacity, but smaller batteries. And this kind of brings in that complexity of having the additional batteries required on top of the main unit to keep you going out there in the field longer.
But I guess it's what you want and what you need, and if you're a doomsday prepper, you might like having an extra battery pack up your sleeve to take along with you, even if it does weigh an extra 14 kilos, whatever it might be.
Yeah, just whatever gets too heavy. Too heavy
much for gear. Us, but you know, might work for you.
Maybe for you.
So when we're thinking about these different batteries, the Delta 1, the 2 and the 3, we're also considering the weights. So we know that the Delta 1 weighs about 14 kilos, the 2 is about 12, and the 3 is about 12 and a half. So they're all pretty similar in weight.
Very similar.
Yeah, but it's important to know that, because if you are taking the Delta 1, you're definitely not going to have a recharging pack because it doesn't link up to one. But in terms of the other ones that you're taking along with you, you will be taking that extra weight to keep them charging as long as possible. So as you know now, the Delta 1 is great, but not really serving the purpose for us. So we want something that will stay charged for longer, that will keep us out of civilization for longer.
Keep us out of civilization. Damn that civilization.
Damn those people.
Damn you people.
But also we want to make sure that it's not too heavy, that it's portable, you know, it's still serving the purpose. So where does that lead us, Peter?
So that really leads us to the Delta 2 Max. At 2,400 watt output, that's a lot. We're probably not going to use it for anything that large, any appliances that large. Extra 10 kilos, so we're getting a whole bunch more battery. And that's really probably going to stretch us out to that maybe 2 to 3 day mark, hopefully, of off-grid power. And, you know, we can always rely on a bit of solar out there to keep it boosted up. The Delta 2 Max can also take 800 watts of solar versus this, which can only max out at 300 worth of input. So that's a massive difference as well. And it is. It's just about extending that time for us. So it really points us to a bigger unit. I think 24 kilos is probably about the max we'd want to go. And for that size of one, you know, we're not having to add on an additional power pack or something. Really, if we were looking at charging it any particular way, we'd probably look at like how we implore the car's alternator and the car's electrical system to like give that a boost whenever we're driving around, rather than, you know, having to charge it at different power points.
Having said that, I do like the new Delta 3's model in terms of it being splash resistant and dust resistant, which is great when you're camping in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, very good.
Absolutely. So it's worth considering that is really an exciting feature as well. And you know, if there was the Delta 3 Max and that came out with everything we're looking for and the right weight and all of that, maybe that's something we would consider too. But at this stage, we're looking at the Delta 2 Max. So we hope you found this video useful. Really, we just wanted to give you an honest review of our experience with the Delta 1 over a period of 5 years and how it's fared and where we're looking at going next.
Yeah, 100%. Understanding its capabilities, understanding what you want to use one for, and real world application of one of the EcoFlow products or one of the other portable power solutions out there. What's the best one that's suited to you and your application of it.
So please comment in the chat, let us know, what do you think is the best Delta option? What works best for you and for what reason? We'd love to hear about it. I'm sure we could learn a lot from you.
100%. Fire away with a comment. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all of the above, and we'll catch you next time, Adventure Seekers.
See you later.
See you guys.
So Pete, I have a burning question that I think
that I So I have a burning question for you, Camilla. How much do you love the EcoFlow Delta?
It's amazing.